What if the US Air Force just gave the F-22 Raptor a secret upgrade and didn't tell the world? This isn't just a small change, it's a big one. It changes the way the jet flies, fights, and hides, and it's never been done before. For years, Raptor pilots used their own skills to win fights in the air, but now the jet is starting to think and act on its own. That's right, the F-22 is becoming almost like a robot pilot. Here's the big question. If a war started tomorrow, could this jet fight and win without help from a human? Imagine this, a jet flying quietly at twice the speed of sound. It can't be seen on radar. It finds a target, makes a plan, and attacks, all before the pilot even says a word. Sounds crazy? It's real, and it's happening now. If you ever thought AI and smart weapons were just in movies, this will make you think again. In just a few minutes, we'll show you how the F-22 changed and why this change could give the US a big lead in the next war. And at the end, we'll share one last secret. The name of a system so advanced, it was blacked out in official reports. If you care about stealth, power, and the future of war, this is the video you've been waiting for. Let's get started. The F-22 Raptor wasn't just another fighter jet. It was built to be invisible to radar, move faster than any enemy, and strike before being seen. When it first flew, the world had never seen anything like it. It was a fifth-generation fighter before most countries even knew what that meant. To the pilots who fly it, the Raptor is more than a machine. It becomes a part of them. One pilot once said, "It feels like the jet knows what I want to do before I do." That's how smooth and fast it responds. For a long time, this jet was the gold standard, but something strange happened. Even though it was ahead of its time, the US stopped making it. Only 183 were ever built, and the government made it illegal to sell to other countries, even close allies. It's like building the world's fastest supercar and then locking it in the garage so no one else could touch it. Why stop something so powerful? Because it wasn't outdated, it was actually too advanced. The technology was so sensitive, the US didn't want to risk it getting into the wrong hands. Years passed, other countries started building newer jets. The F-35 came along, and many people thought the Raptor's time was over. But now, quietly, the US Air Force is bringing it back into the spotlight. Secret upgrades are being added. The jet is getting smarter and faster, and deadlier. Why now? That's the real question. What's happening in the world that made the US decide the Raptor still matters? Let's dive deeper, because something in global warfare has changed, and the F-22 is being rebuilt for it. For years, the F-22 Raptor ruled the skies. China's newest jet, the J-20, came with radar-deflecting skin, AI-assisted targeting, and a long-range attack system. Russia's Su-57 added hypersonic missiles and special stealth tricks of its own. These jets were built not just to match the Raptor, but to beat it. The US Air Force realized something. The Raptor, once untouchable, was now being challenged. Imagine a heavyweight boxing champion. He's strong, fast, and feared, but then he takes years off. Meanwhile, other fighters train harder, learn new moves, and come back stronger. Suddenly, the champion is in the ring again, and not so unbeatable. That's the Raptor's story. The US had two choices. 1, retire the jet and move on. 2, transform it into something totally new, something the world had never seen before. They chose the second. Instead of just updating weapons or radar, they went deeper. The new upgrades started changing how the Raptor thinks, flies, and fights. It's no longer just a jet with a pilot. It's starting to become a thinking machine in the sky. This wasn't just about keeping up. It was about taking the lead again. The Air Force called in special teams, added new systems, and even gave the jet autonomous abilities, ones that blur the line between man and machine. So, what exactly did they put inside the Raptor? What kind of upgrade could take a machine already known as the best in the world and push it even further? Let's look at the one system that's changing everything, from the inside out. When people hear upgrade, They often think of bigger engines or better missiles. But this time, the change inside the F-22 Raptor isn't about speed or firepower. It's about thinking. The US Air Force launched a secret program called Project Raptor X. Its goal? To give the Raptor a brain upgrade, not in metal or wires, but in intelligence. At the core of this upgrade is a new battle management AI. This system can scan the sky, detect enemy movements, and give the pilot real-time suggestions. It processes data from satellites, drones, and other jets, all in seconds. The system doesn't just listen, it advises, learns, and adapts while flying. It's like having a genius co-pilot who never blinks, never panics, and sees things a human can't. The AI looks at hundreds of threats, predicts the most dangerous ones, and tells the pilot how to strike, or even when to avoid a fight. For some pilots, this is a dream come true. Better info, faster moves, and more time to react. But for others, it feels like they're losing control. One Air Force officer put it this way: "I used to fly the jet. Now it feels like the jet flies with me." The AI can now suggest attack patterns, jam enemy radar, and even adjust the flight path to stay hidden. And it gets smarter with every mission. Imagine driving a car that not only helps you park, but tells you the safest route, the speed to avoid traffic cameras, and even warns you of an accident. That's what this AI does, but at Mach 2.5 and in the middle of a war zone. And that brings up a serious question. What happens when the AI becomes faster than the human? What if it starts taking action before the pilot even knows what's going on? That's the next step, and it's already starting. The F-22 Raptor was already one of the most feared jets in the world, but now a quiet software update has added something new, something many didn't expect: autonomous strike capability. With this new upgrade, the Raptor doesn't just wait for the pilot. It can now use its sensors, radar, and AI brain to find and strike targets on its own. This is made possible through something called sensor fusion. That means the jet gathers information from all its sensors, radar, heat detection, satellite data, and puts the pieces together faster than any human can. The upgraded F-22 can now lock on to a target, track it, and fire weapons in less than the time it takes a human to blink. Here's the twist. If a pilot is injured or unconscious, the jet doesn't stop. It continues the mission, flying and fighting on its own. Some see this as a breakthrough, a jet that can protect itself and even complete its job without needing help. But others see something else, a machine that can decide to use deadly force without asking. It's a strange feeling, knowing a jet in the sky could choose to fire on a target. That idea is both exciting and scary. Think of it this way. Imagine you're in a car. Suddenly, it senses danger and swerves sharply. Before you even realize what's happening, it saves your life, sure, but it didn't ask you first. Now picture that, but with missiles. That's where we are now with the F-22, and it leads to a big question. How much control should a machine have during war? When the speed of battle is too fast for humans, who do we trust to pull the trigger? This is the world the F-22 is now flying in, one where decisions are made in milliseconds and the pilot might not be the final voice. But we're not done. There's still one more upgrade, one that doesn't just help the F-22 fight, it helps it vanish. The F-22's newest upgrade isn't just inside, it's on the outside too. A new coating and smart tech make this jet nearly invisible to radar. How? It uses something called plasma stealth, a special field that bends or hides radar waves. On top of that, it's wrapped in a radar-absorbing mesh that confuses detection systems. Fact: in early tests, enemy radar didn't see a jet at all. It saw a bird, a small, harmless object in the sky. It's like watching a tank walk into a room, but everyone thinks it's just a chair. This is stealth on another level. Not just hiding, but blending in. And when you mix this with the F-22's AI brain, auto strike system, and super speed, you get a machine that fights before you see it. But here's the thing, all of this leads to one final. The F-22's secret upgrade is part of something called the Black Phantom Protocol. This program turns the jet into a combat-ready machine, even with no pilot inside. It's not just a plane anymore. It's the first of a new kind of weapon, a semi-autonomous war machine. Before, air power was about speed and firepower. Now, it's about intelligence and invisibility. The F-22 didn't just get better, it became something else. It's the world's first invisible fighter that thinks for itself. You wanted to know what changed everything? The F-22 changed itself. Are we truly ready for that? The F-22's upgrade isn't just about better weapons. It marks the start of a new kind of war. Now you've seen the truth behind the USAF's most secret upgrade and why it could change the world. If that blew your mind, like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more secrets from inside the defense world. So, what do you think? Smart jets, future of safety, or a risky move? Let us know below.